It's been some time, but I fixed the Pogo pins successfully. It took me an entire day to get it right. And after a lot of trial and error with them sitting but not working because the trace broke, and then a botch job not working right with the wire, now it's working. So it's gonna get its first battery test. But not really. It's more or less a BMS test because this battery doesn't hold charge anymore, which is that it's perfect for this. I also got another multimeter, my spare. The green one will go to the trash, but had to reuse the battery as I didn't have a battery in it anymore. So I'll get the multimeter so that I can hook this all up. Now, as you can see, this battery is completely discharged, but that's nothing to do with the being connected to this. It's just because this battery is not so good anymore. But I will measure between the contacts and make a photo. Now, unfortunately, making a photo or video is going to be too difficult with this. I disconnect. As I was saying, it's going to be too difficult to film or make a photo whilst measuring the two contacts. So I'm going to see what happens when I plug it in. When the screen starts fading, I'm going to see what happens when I unplug it. This will take a while, but it'll get there. What is BMS, might be asked? Because that will not be good if the BMS is gone. So I cannot take it off of many other batteries that are dying or not good. Oh yeah, look at that. Now it's going up. It just took a little while. It gives you a moment to think about charging it or not. The screenshot starts fading in right around now. Look at that. So I'll wait until it reaches 2.2 volts and then I'll unplug it and measure across the two wires. It's unplugged, and as you can see, it's shut off. But is the BMS shutting down? That's fine. I'm going to measure across to see if the BMS has shut down. Unfortunately, the BMS does not work correctly. It's leaking current. So I'll have to figure out from what I can take a BMS board to slap on here so that this will work again. I have a Nokia battery, but I have no idea if I can use the BMS from that. That Nokia battery is completely toast. But I also have a Logitech Harmony battery, which is broken. So I'll take a look at that. I have gone looking, and I found my broken PS4 controller battery. Tried to fix a PS4 controller for my friend. And they were already going to throw it out. But I kept the battery. So I'll see if we can take this apart. Okay, so this is the extracted cell. In this state, I wouldn't recommend charging this up fully, but for the sake of testing this BMS, I'll have to charge it up partially. I've no idea if this battery still has charge, so I'll have to figure that out. Alright, so the battery still has charge, so that'll make it more difficult to test since I'll have to charge something with it using this thing's USB port. So I'll have to connect this up now. So it's all connected, but it doesn't seem to be outputting any power yet, because the earbuds case is not functioning. So I'll have to give this thing a little bit of a boost for 1 second. Oh, the bat is completely dead. But that's probably because of one thing. The BMS, or this bat in general, is not good. I'll take a measurement. So I'll be charging this battery until it says 1%. because this guy is confused. So, but this is just to test the BMS. Because I want to know if it's got current leakage or anything. I need to know. So far, nothing's happening really. Only batteries with the BMS will be connected to this. I have no idea if this BMS will even function after disconnecting the battery. I have no idea how to test that, considering that the battery's got charged. But I'll see. In fact, I'll do the short circuit test on the BMS right now. That should bring this battery indicator right back up. Oh, well, no, actually 1%. So I'll be unplugging this. Oh, yeah, okay, this battery's cooked. Yeah, okay. So I'll have to do the short circuit test. Good news, the battery completely cut out after the short circuit test. So that means there must be no residual voltage coming out of the cell. Because that is bad, and I don't want that to happen. Something I've just realized, this multimeter is really inaccurate. I have no idea if that's caused by the battery, so I'll have to check that out. Alright, so I fixed my multimeter, checked the BMS board against the battery disconnection, of which shorting out the battery for a second. And I've determined this BMS is usable. So I'll have to take it off the battery carefully. And then I can install it in here later. It will be good. Because then this thing will be fully functional. Because this BMS board will be reused on an 18650 cell out of an old wireless vacuum cleaner, however it's called, cordless, yeah, cordless vacuum cleaner. I've got enough of them, stacked up to 28 volts or something. 22 volts, and they're still fully charged, so this BMS will come in handy. I will first off connect some wires to it, then once it will start working on it. And then this BMS will first off be attached to the inside of this. Well, now actually after the fact. Because maybe it won't fit. But I'm betting it does. So I'll just have to try.